Hello, beautiful, and welcome to Mondays with Mori. I want to talk to you today about the phrase that runs your life. So I just saw this reel about a woman, and she's sharing her experience about being, about 15, and she's dating her first boyfriend, and he is trying to get it with her, right, sexually, and she's not interested because it's her first time and she's not ready for it, and she kind of is shy about it, and she's like, I'm not interested yet. I want to get to know you more and be with you more. And he's like, well, men have needs. And so then she goes home and she shares a story with her father, and her father says the same thing. Well, men have needs. I totally get it. And this phrase goes to turn in and become the mantra in her head every time she's trying to have a relationship with somebody. So I'm curious, have you seen this reel? It was so powerful. When I saw it, it was like screaming sexual trauma to me from every ounce of my body. But when I was watching this, and she goes on and she really breaks down how this phrase has controlled her life, has created her relationships, ruined her relationships, ruined her self-esteem, really determined and decided for her what her relationship is going to look like, what her relationship with her body, her relationship to sex, her relationship to herself. And so a lot of times when I do healing work with people and energy work, what comes up a lot is these subconscious key core beliefs that we hold in our system, that we hold in our body, that run the show in the background. And so many times, these are sentences or phrases that we say out loud, like, life is so hard. I'm so tired of this. This breaks my heart. This is killing me, right? Notice what is the phrase for you that changes your life. And this can go for good or for bad, right? With my dad, the phrase that he always told us is the golden rule, right? Like, do to others what you would do to you. So like, don't do anything to others that you don't want to be done to you. And that's how I took it. And my whole life, that's been always my mantra. And so when I saw injustice happening, I would stand up for it. When I saw bad things happening, I would go and shift and change it. I would never treat somebody in a bad way because I didn't want to be treated that way. And even though that sentence wasn't true for everybody in my life, not for everybody around me, it was my guiding light to how I was operating in my life. And when I wasn't, I would reflect on that and shift and change it so I could be better, so I could do better. And so these phrases that run our life, they could be a huge awareness to what it is that's keeping you stuck, to what it is that's preventing you from moving up in your life, moving higher to that diamond status that you want to be in. And how do we get to that point? How do you get to that awareness? How do you tap into what is it that's really sticking you? Because so many times, like I said, it's running in the background in your subconscious. So first of all, pay attention. Okay, awareness is key. Awareness is awareness, and I say this all the time, awareness is the biggest enemy to your subconscious. It cancels it. So the more aware you can be, the less the subconscious runs the show in the background. So let's, for example, focus on something that you want to create in your life. Maybe it is that you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to bring love into your life. You're looking for a relationship. Maybe it is more money that you're looking for. When you're asking, what would it take for more money to show up in my life? Notice for all the little thoughts, feelings, ideas that you have about money that start showing up. What are some beliefs that pop up as you say the word money? When you think about the word money, what does your body feel like? Does it get contracted? Does it feel restrained? Or does it feel like, money, show me the money, right? When you think about love and bringing in a person that is going to be with you, that's going to love you, that's going to care for you, what does that feel like? Does it feel like you're a lovable person? Do you feel like, that you know what real love is? What are the thoughts that are coming up? What are the emotions that are coming up? Are you just focusing on not wanting to be alone? Maybe we need to figure out what it is that is hard for you about being alone. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's about sharing your life with somebody. Suddenly they're going to be in my space. Suddenly they're going to be in my house. I won't have my freedom. Notice the fears, the thoughts, the emotions that are coming up from what it is that you desire. Those are the beliefs, the phrases that are running in the background, preventing you from creating the life that you want, preventing you from receiving what you want. And that is because the law of attraction means ask and you shall receive. But it doesn't specifically say ask with your words. You see, so many times when we're asking for something, these programs, these beliefs that are running in the background is what we're actually asking for. Even though we're not using our words, that's what we're showing the universe. So yes, I would love to bring in a person that will love me and care for me. But yes, I'm really scared to bring a person into my life because I'm scared to lose my freedom. I'm scared to be hurt. I'm scared to be loved. I'm scared for somebody to touch me. I'm scared for somebody to see me naked. I'm scared for somebody to be vulnerable with me. Okay? Notice what's running in the background. How do we shift it? How do we shift it? We shift it by being very conscious at what it is that we want and noticing when these fears, these anxieties, these beliefs comes up. Notice that they're there to bring awareness to you. And then you can dive in a little deeper. Now, this is something I recommend doing with somebody that's certified, trauma certified, coach certified, somebody that can give you advice, that can help you, that can lead you and guide the way. Because a lot of times it's really hard to see what's really stopping you and limiting you. It's hard to see that from where you're at. Sometimes it takes somebody from the outside to show a light on that. But if you could just start playing with this, you can start moving and shifting things just by your awareness and just by determining and deciding to stop that fear, to notice it doesn't belong to you. It's not yours. And even if it was yours, that fear isn't keeping you safe. That fear isn't protecting you. It's actually preventing you from getting what we want. So here are the steps. Quiet your brain, take a deep breath, breathe out, and ask what it is that you want to bring in. I want to bring in money. I want to bring in health. I want to bring in love, whatever it is that you want to bring in. And notice what comes up. I want money. What are all the things I believe about money? Write them down or do a mental note. I feel like writing down really helps because you get really clear. Mental note it, write it down. And then you want to say, okay, stop. Draw like a hand or a stop sign, like stop. This I'm putting aside. Now, what do I actually want? So how can you bring in what you want in a way that fits your actual needs, right? So if you're a person that's very independent and you're afraid to date somebody that's going to confine you, then ask to bring in a person that's also independent, that's also charismatic, that also has their interests in life. And so you guys can create something amazing together, but you also have your own interests, right? If you're afraid to being cheated on, ask for somebody that's emotionally available. Somebody that's going to love you for who you are. Somebody that's trustworthy. Okay, you want to get really detail oriented with this because remember, the universe is going to bring you what you desire. Okay, and if you're going to ask, if you're not going to be specific, it's going to bring stuff that maybe you're not really in tune with. So I'm going to share with you a story. And I shared this before, but I think this is really great to reiterate because it will bring some awareness. So for my birthday, I was in April, I was manifesting $10,000. I was really excited about this. And I was like, oh, universe, send me $10,000. Send me $10,000 for my birthday. I really wanted like $10,000 so I could do all the travel for this year and go to amazing places and have these extravagant parties with my friends. Like I had this plan for this $10,000. And so I was really putting it out there. And to be honest, I've been playing with manifestation for years now. And so normally when I ask for something, I get it. So here we are. It's my birthday morning. My husband's like, please pack a bag. We're going somewhere this evening. And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I go and I'm looking for a bag and I find this backpack, my traveling backpack. And as I open the backpack, inside I find a scratch it. And the scratch it says $10,000 on it. It's a $1 scratch it for $10,000 that you can win. And I just started laughing because that was the universe's way to say, you asked for $10,000. Here it is. You weren't specific. You didn't ask for $10,000 in cash or in check or in your bank account or in your investment accounts. I just asked for $10,000. And that's what I got. So, may this be the lesson of how the universe works in the most amazing, mysterious ways, and how when you ask for something, you receive it. And let me tell you, the more specific you can be, the more amazing things will show up, the more clear you can be on what's running in the background, the faster and quicker it will show up for you. So play with it. Let me know what shows up for you. Let me know what you're manifesting so I will send some good juju vibes for you, for your things to show up. And what would it take for what's running in the background to dissipate for you, to melt away, for all those fears, for all those limiting beliefs? What would it take for those phrases that are running your life to dissipate, melt away, and for new phrases to show up? That's why people do affirmations, right? They say affirmations to replace the negative beliefs that are running the show. So start noticing what your phrases are. For example, men have needs. Well, switch that. Erase that. Turn it into, all my needs are met and cared for in the highest and best way. Okay? I have no money. I'm so broke. I can't afford it. I can't afford this. This is too expensive. Everything is so expensive. I can't afford it. Shift it. I can afford everything and anything. Or, I choose not to buy this right now. Okay? Shift it into something that doesn't feel out of reach, but feels aligned with you. So if something feels like it's way over your budget, just say, I'm choosing not to purchase this right now. I'm putting this in my back pocket for next time. Oh, when I have all the funds for this, I will receive them. You can also switch it to, how can I receive funds to purchase this? How can I have all the money that I require in order to buy this? How can I buy this car that I want? How can I buy this house that I want? Ask questions. The universe will provide. But when you come with conclusions, when you come with phrases that are very set and concrete, there's nothing to work with. There's nothing to play with. So play with this, shift it, tune into the energy of it, and let me know what shows up. If this is a contribution, please share. I would love to help and support you. If you feel like I'm opening a door here for you and you would love some more guidance, you would love some support, please reach out. I've been doing this work for 18 years with people and it has changed their life. In fact, I was talking to a client today and she got on the phone and she's like, Mor, I can't put a finger on it, but everything has changed. Everything has shifted for me after our last session. I can't put my finger on it, but I can feel, I can see in the way that people interact with me, in the way that I interact with people. I can see that even if anger comes out, I have the tools to dissipate it in a matter of seconds and it's gone. I can see that instead of going down the rabbit hole of struggling and stressing and having a hard time, I can choose to ask and for it to show up in the most amazing, magical way. If this is how you want to live your life, if you're done struggling, if you're ready to do that jump into the 5D reality, just comment below 5D and I would love to contact you and see how I can support you. So have a beautiful rest of your week. It is our first day of summer break here and it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see what amazing adventures and excitements I'm going to experience with my kids this summer. I hope the same for you. I adore you. I hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you next week.